Hey, thank you so much for being here tonight. It is a wonderful energy from everyone. So my name is Calliope and I am non-binary. And thank you. And despite being non-binary, the experience of being considered a woman and womanhood is so visceral and impactful, I had to write an outlet for that. And so I have woven a collection of my poems that touch on the themes of the unique, traumatic, and empowering aspects of women, femmes, girls, and the way we are treated. For after all, we are reduced to three: the mother, the maiden, the crone, the virgin, the seductress, the nag. Come on this journey of our lives with me. I'm not your pretty little ragdoll that you can pick up and drop when your pivoting mind changes on the spot. I'm not a toy for your disposal, made of fine wife material to entertain your dream proposal, to play with for your pleasure just long enough to think I matter, then discard at your leisure. I'm not a pristine music box that you can wind up and watch, pretty enough to see you're not interested in the cogs beneath, how I work, what I'm made of. No, the pretty little ballerina is enough. I will dance to your tune, be there when you need. I'll pack away conveniently so you don't have to see any more of me. You open me up and think the dancing girl is me, but she is empty and just for show, to make you smile. I am really the jagged cogs below, intricate and complex, orchestrating the illusion of which you thrive. But the pretty little ballerina is enough. Enough is never enough, but there's enough of me to go round, too much in fact, so you pick what you like and focus on that. The rest of me is just white noise. I'm white noise. After you finish picking the ripest berries from my hedge tree, we will ignore the brambles behind as your lips turn purple of feeding off the best of me. But at least you picked me. I'm not your china plate that you will put on your shelf to show or feel better about yourself, then put away to gather dust. Not even thrown away, just put away until you say, and I say, okay. I'm not your pretty little ragdoll, I'm not your pretty little thing, I'm not a thing, I am not an object, I am me, and I am tired. So either just pick me up and don't let me down, or just let me be. I thought I was your beacon of light and hope and freedom, but I was really just body and blood for your addiction to feed on, you mosquito of a man. Swap me for your vices, get high off my company. I was nothing more than a nicotine patch to calm your sick hunger upon your body, something to relieve the pain. You'd snort my scent, inject my care, swallow my presence, smuggle my being, fuck me quick and hard, just long enough to release some serotonin and dopamine for you. No oxytocin. But then you needed something harder. I no longer itched your scratch, so I wasn't enough, didn't give enough, so you traded me in and dropped your narcotics doll. Unevolved men love an educated woman. They drink it up excitedly with glee as if a novelty. Rarity they seek to possess, desperate to pluck as they obsess, wanting to sink their teeth into my body of knowledge, possess both deliciousness and beauty that they so increasingly desire, devouring me, as well as conquering the intellect within, as my wisdom dribbles down their chin, whilst I am bitten. Absorb my understanding through possessing and pillaging my body, drink my blood, drain my brain, this brainy beauty they cannot contain. Give them their share, don't deprive them to just a stare. Satiated of my sapio sensuality, chest heaving as their ravenous ransacking of my consciousness. Sobering to see they've drained the life of me. The limp expression upon my face, gauntness prior, that almost reignites the desire, vampiric galore. But oh, once they see the core meet the seeds, the resistance, the repulsion, anger, wrath, hate, when I show a modicum of that intelligence for my own state, my own independence or self-satisfaction, my sapos no longer sensual, the rolls and ripples and curves of my brain no longer performing Salem's dance for him. How dare I? All that he desired, now disgusting, repulsive, irritating, eye-averting, from tempting Turtomageddon, this apple has no maggots, yet tart flesh is not what you imagine when you pierced my sweet blushing skin. Be disappointed. That's what happens when you eat with your imagination before you take the first bite. The moment it poses him, exposes him, emasculates, it kills him. Good. May my brain destroy the phallus of ignorance and ego. May you choke, be poisoned on the life of mine you fed. As my weary breath rattles in my aching chest, my pearl pale skin drained of life, the red of my apples sucked dry, I die, yet won't remain dead. Once your last aubracious leaves, my chest begins to heave. I am the apple that bites back, the snake that poisons by being bit. I will find my life color again, my kick. Satin red skins, my moonshade figure slips back in, rolling, undulating back up to position, gasp back my intellect, sucking the wisdom of the winds, slowly, then all at once. Erudition expands as I evolve, eating it once again. No one will seek me of my scholarly self again. For now I understand, the understanding is within. They learn from me, not I from them. Closure in my coffin, finally rested, fell apart, no longer resisting, now rising from the grave. Pistachio resin and salt falls off me, petals off the tree. I've resurrected, coming back from after dissolving the old me. Metamorphosis, changed now. I'm back from the dead, found the power in the ashes of my old self. Oil mixed to make eyeliner kohl. I adorn my features with my painted past. Old shell broken free, crystal chrysalis shatters glass. Now I fly free, as the old me is dissolved and I reform, glitter in my wings, inked skin, open and magical mind, this reality now in my control. No longer will I doubt my instinct, for it is my guide, guided me out of isolation, as my past is reshapen and my future is taken, no longer eaten. I will not be defeated. The change has begun, only my wings will be beaten. To the women and femmes who were told they were the fruits of the world, but treated like a quick snack, like the way the boys ignored her raisins but focused on the sun maiden's rack, bountiful, beautiful, something to sustain, yet gobbled up in quick haste, not a moment taken to savor the taste. And to those who were constantly desired but never loved all the way through. Promised the world, delivered globes, our fruit picked but our seeds never planted, at most sold, never sown, needing, relieving, fleeting something they were eating, to be consumed, owned, whilst we were once written as the savior of the story, heroines. Now empty syringes not even left in bins, told to be your beacon of light and hope and freedom, but really just body and blood for your addiction to feed on you, mosquito of a man. As vampiric lovers promised us a life together in eternity, whilst your teeth are in my neck, sucking me dry, draining the life from me. I only have seconds and you're having seconds. Moments left and they're passing me by as you move on to the next beauty because you have another bite to try. Does my once decolletable decolletage no longer satisfy after came from it truths that you can't deny? Targeted on our berries, grabbed and stolen even when intricate crochet brambles are swollen, until it is to complain about our warning scratches and the red they unleash whilst his lips are purple from feeding off the best of me. I sing this out, scream and cry because with this poem I intend to give you back your life. I see your pain. I see you discarded, but you still have something left even when brokenhearted. Let me shout out your story, let me feel understood, heard and seen, because I won't rest my shattered voice till all of you are loved adequately by the end of my last scream. Too many of my friends gobbled by giants in their later years. Well, we were just girls, just teens, children in the hands of fiends. Too many imprisoned in lust that's marketed as love, when the person who's loved is then left as dust. That's not even speaking of child brides and missing indigenous sisters. I am tired of the walls in our grandmother's clothing laughing at their deceit that we got it twisted. No matter your gender, if my words speak to you, gasp this breath that I breathe true. Let it invigorate, resuscitate, inspire, and instigate. Let it ignite, breathe oxygen to the fire, flame alit within your power, your life that burns those with desire, yet no ability to commit to the prize that they win. No longer will we shrink to be digestible. They can choke. These words are no longer stuck in my throat. I am tired of the juice of my apple dripping down their chin when you refuse to acknowledge my core within. Rise up, cut hair or hijab to cover. Find your weapon, pluck it from the air. The war is more than a disappointing lover. Wield it and wage this war with me. Let us free ourselves from mediocrity, free ourselves from white supremacy, of patriarchy, of the misogynoir so heavy. Uplift each other and never forget your inherent beauty, intellect, worth, and strength. Let's love ourselves and each other to any length. I refuse to be eaten, no longer defeated. This change has begun. Only my wings will be beaten. Thank you.